Okay, so this is another Hot Wheels fantasy, technically, casting I want to talk about. So this is the CAT-A-PULT, and I think this was from the Final Run series. So this is like the last version to come out. The metal base, metal body, cold mold wheels, which are really cool. So apparently this car, I think, was like heavily based on the Cheetah or something like that, which was a race car in the 60s, I'm pretty sure. And interesting story for me with this car is when I was a kid, very, very young, I had this car in this exact paint job, and before they came out with the Speed Racer movie, and before I was able to get any other Speed Racer Mach 5s, I would pretend this was the Mach 5 because of the white and red paint job. So it got really beat up and stuff, and I had a lot of fun with it. Eventually I did get a lot of Speed Racer stuff, but this was always a car I remembered. And I ended up, when it was beating, it had been really beat up, so I ended up deciding to repaint it, which I kind of regret. The paint didn't really turn out perfect, and it didn't look like the same car that I'd been playing with when I was a kid. So I ended up ordering this online, which is like, a mint version of it in the exact paint job. This is a really cool car. I like how small it is because I have the Johnny Lightning, I think, Cheetah. I can probably get that out. Okay, so yeah, here's this Cheetah. Let me see, yeah, Johnny Lightning. So yeah, this is a cool car itself, but I do feel like it's very big. I don't think the Cheetah was that big in real life. Let me see if I can see the exact name. Yeah, I don't think it says. But you can see it's much bigger than the CAT-A-PULT. And you can see the design similarities, but it is also very different. And part of that might be just how Johnny Lightning designed the car. I'd say the biggest difference is the open top on the CAT-A-PULT. Apparently this casting had been around for a long time before this Final Run version. And since it was a Final Run, I don't think we're going to be seeing this back. And a tiny kind of comparison. This is a very beat up Mach 5 I got. So you can see, like, right after I had gotten the Cheetah, it came out with a lot of Mach, Speed Racer live action stuff. This is from the animated series. It's really beat up. I think this actually came with the DVD. Let me see, there's a brand. I don't know what brand that is.